Hello, Chasers. Hello, Gianni. We are here. A random Thursday stream. We didn't know what to do this week in terms of our timings because the deadline is really weird for me in particular. We wanted to make sure we got enough content out. We wanted to make sure that you guys had plenty to watch. And so here we are. I am genuinely considering a free hit, and I think I will free hit, to be totally honest, this week. So that's why we're here. And G's here too. He's obviously sleep deprived, but he's going to update us with that as he now opens up. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm very well, mate. Lovely to be here, and I'm excited to do a slightly different show today. As we say, like this is a quick fire half an hour live, but hopefully this works really nicely for those watching on catch up as well. And it was when you said like I'm thinking about free hitting this week, I was like, we have to do a free hit video because you won't be the only one thinking about it, but typical to your style of play this season that's really worked is you're not following any template strategy. You never do. Chip strategy, transfer strategy, it's off the cuff reactive stuff that's working for you. And free hit obviously should be dependent on when it works best for your team. If you've got a bad team in any given week and you see upside in the fixtures to completely change it, free hit's there.
Yeah, exactly that. You're right. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care that this isn't the week to do the free hit because nobody knows. No, everyone's situation is different. And basically the reason is that I'm now 20K or something. And I've had some strong weeks. And I know that there's a chance this week that peters out. There's a chance the free hit doesn't work. But I'm like, why not just give it a crack? Why not have another good week? Because before, when I've got into a decent situation, I've just kind of been like, oh, I've just got to accept this week's not a good one. I haven't got to accept it, really. Like, no. I might as well get into the highest position I can possibly get to at one point in the season. Even if I completely fall away, I'd rather be high at some point. It'll be good fun for us all. So, yeah, I am genuinely considering the free here. I'll give you my first draft of that in a minute. Thanks to everybody that is jumping on the chat right now. Hello, Cam. He says considered a free hit himself. Will I consider Arsenal's defense as a triple? I think I'm going double, mate. I don't know if I'll go triple, but yeah, I think that it's got to be part of the plan, and it is one of the reasons I'm free hitting is because I haven't got any Arsenal defenders as it stands right now. Thank you, Sigurd, for egging me on. Give me all the encouragement I should have in terms of whether I actually go for this. I've got my team. G's got a team together too. I mean, when is the community's optimal week to free hit, mate? And am I wrong to be considering it?
You're not wrong to consider it, and you're absolutely right. I don't care when the week or the optimal week to do anything. Dean, you didn't care in game week 1 when everyone said, go Salah, not Haaland. You went, no, Haaland needs to be in my team. I'm going to do it. It wasn't optimal. It got you a ton of points, and it was the right call. I love the fact that I get to talk to you twice, 3 times a week, FPL chat, that's with knowing you're not overly engaged in the FPL Twitter sphere. Because everyone engaged in the FPL Twitter sphere, which unfortunately is me and a lot of people right now in the chat, you all morph into this same strategy, which often works out because there's some excellent managers in there, some world-class managers that do the template strategy and it works and everyone else follows. But they don't always get it right. And this season, they haven't got it right. This season, and I could include myself in this, the content creators have got it wrong. And it's managers like you, managers like FPL Chai in the chat, who are doing really well. And Chai, by the way, he doesn't even own Haaland. No, he does. Sorry. He owns Salah and he's captaining Salah like last few weeks over Haaland. Yeah. So yeah, play your own game, as Cam says in the chat. I just want to give you the optimal week to do it for those that are thinking about free hit. I'm not advocating what Dean's doing, by the way. I like it for him. I don't like it for me. I'm not going to do it. I am going to show you a free hit team that I've made for game week 10 if you want to see it. But the optimal route as things stand is there is a chance of a blank game week in game week 17. It is only a chance. Ben Crellin rated it at like 65-70% likely last night. He's already said today he's 50-50. And now I think even that's been dampened a little bit more based on Crystal Palace beating Liverpool in the EFL Cup last night. If there was a blank in game week 17, Leeds, Palace, Everton, but crucially Arsenal would be the 4 teams not playing. And obviously we've all got a lot of Palace, Arsenal, and 1 or 2 Everton leads. So you could be looking at a week where you got like 6, 7 players out. But we also have 5 free transfers around that time, just before it. We also have some still have wild cards, and we also should mention it's still unlikely we will get a blank double game week or a blank or a double game week before game week 19. So you should be able to use guilt-free your free hit whenever you want, Dean.
Good. I mean, that hasn't put me off, to be honest, mate. Yeah, I'm not afraid after what you've just said. So that is encouraging, to be honest. I think let's start by getting your team on screen. So let me just get towards getting yours up on screen, and we'll discuss that first, and then we'll look at what I'm actually going to be looking at. So this was your free hit draft, right? Have I put the right one on?
Yeah, I was scared to make this in the actual app just in case I click the transfers through. So I did it in FPL. I was like, imagine. I hate doing stuff in the actual app just in case, and you know it's glitchy at the best of times. So this is about, obviously, with any free hit, it's first and foremost, should you do it because you've got loads of players playing each other or players in bad fixtures? And then if you are doing it, who are the teams you're chasing? And the clear teams you're chasing this week are Arsenal getting the right triple up. I still think triple Palace is key. Obviously, there's a few individuals like Minter and double Newcastle I've gone with. You know, even the bench players there, like I don't think King's going to start because, well, he maybe does. Smith Rowe came in last time out, but players like Tete could be good value for a clean sheet. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun-looking team still. To go through it, I guess the ones the less obvious names, I want to sell a few of these players to you, Dean, because I don't know if they'll all be in yours. But let's discuss from this draft: Gakpo, Minter, Woltemade, and Ismaila Sarr. Should we start with Sarr? Because everyone this week's been talking about Mateta. And I did a members-only video yesterday where I was like, Sarr's just as good. Like, Sarr's a great asset because he's $1 million cheaper. And then he goes and scores a brace. And I'm like, damn, I've had Sarr in my actual team for a few weeks. He keeps scoring in the non-Premier League games, but I've got no doubt we get a double-digit haul from Sarr very soon in the Premier League.
Wow, yeah. I mean, obviously, he played against one of the worst teams in the league last night, so we can't read too much into it. Brentford are better. But, yeah, I've overlooked Palace in my free hit so far. When you'll see it, you'll fully believe that. But both of these players, 100% on my radar. Munoz, I don't know. I've just gone a bit cold on Munoz. Just not quite in the same vibe on him as I was at the beginning of the season. But Sarr and Mateta, definitely players to consider. I mean, the luxury of bringing Mateta off the bench at Anfield just shows you where Palace are at right now. I still think that from last night, what Slot did was protecting his own ego. Like, I don't blame him. If he's like, look, let's just lose the Carabao Cup. Like, we don't need this. Like, Ferguson used to do it all the time at Man United. Yeah. It's not an important competition. It doesn't bring in revenue. Nobody cares if you win it. They say, oh, it's a tin pot trophy. So there's no accolades that come with it. It just clogs up your schedule. It gives
if you're a top team
for new injuries, yeah. And so if he wants to get rid of it in that sense, then fine. But I also don't believe that Slot thought he was going to beat Glasner last night with his best team. I think his fear.
Wow, I
think his fear was, if he beats me here, obviously, like, Glasner's got his number.
Yeah, he has.
And I think Slot didn't fancy it, and he could hide behind this team that he selected and left everyone out, so that everyone's protected from the danger of losing Crystal Palace and the criticism that comes with it. So I've got a feeling that there's a bit of that there. And Crystal Palace, I think Slot just thinks they're a better team right now. Anyway, as part of that, Gakpo is a dilemma for me because I've got Gakpo in my normal team.
I know you have. That's half the reason why I sort of put him in. I was like, I have to have a Liverpool attacker because they've had the rest midweek, and I just fancy them versus Villa at Anfield. I thought about trying to get Salah in, but I couldn't get Salah in because I wanted Saka and obviously Haaland and the big defense.
Yeah, exactly. So Gakpo is a dilemma for me, as you'll see in a second. Minte is a pick that I've thought about and will continue to think about. So I like the Sarr and the Minte and the Mateta. Mateta, I don't think I can get into my team, to be honest, the way that I'm lining up right now that you'll see. I think Mateta might have to just be accepted that I can't get him. But Sarr and Minte, I've definitely thought about. Yeah, so I'll stick it
What
up.
about, okay.
Yeah, go on.
What about Waltemada? Is he in?
Yeah, he's playing West Ham.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's talk about Newcastle attack versus West Ham, because if it was Newcastle at home to West Ham, I'd possibly have double, if not triple, attack. But because Newcastle on the road never scored that many, I fancy them to win the game, but I don't think it's a high ceiling game. I would love to pick Gordon and even Jacob Murphy. Last night he played Barnes and Elanga, and I thought Jacob Murphy was brilliant in the Premier League. It will be Jacob Murphy and Gordon, I think, and Waltemada as a front three, and I think they could all do really well. It's just a shame it's an away fixture for me. Are you on the single attack then, or double?
Look, I'm tempted to do the double because West Ham have lost 2-0 at home to Brentford. They lost 2-1 at home to Palace. They lost 3-0 at home to Spurs. They lost 5-1 at home to Chelsea. Mate, this team is on the floor, and Nuno hasn't fixed it. He hasn't fixed the set pieces. His selections are all over the place. West Ham are a proper mess. I'm going to take this team off now. I'm going to show you the team that I'm considering as my first draft
you have
pick.
Tom Gordon. I thought you were leading to that. I mean, the chat, Mark says West Ham even worse at home because the crowd turns in an instant. And they do. Point.
They completely collapse. But I take your point that Newcastle aren't quite as appetizing when they're on the road as they are at home. The last 2 home games, beaten Tottenham 2-0, beat Fulham 2-1, beat Benfica even 3-0 in the Champions League. But on their journeys, obviously, were beaten at Brighton, failed to score against Bournemouth away, failed to score against Leeds away, failed to score against Aston Villa away. So there was that trend. But I just feel like Newcastle were in a good space right now. Gordon was rested last night, came on as sub. Waltemada's got another positive performance under his belt. So I think that's an interesting one. But as you can see, there has been a big price to pay in terms of the players I'm having to get rid of. So to pick this team specifically that's on your screen right now, I've got rid of Gakpo, but I've also got rid of Saka. So Saka would have to go. Rice would have to go too, so that I can get Gabriel and David Raya in. And the big thing for me to consider here, Burnley versus Arsenal, do I just tilt things back towards the defense rather than trying to guess who's going to score the goals? Arsenal,
and how many did they score? Because Burnley, was it Liverpool really struggled at Turf Moor? It took a last-minute penalty, didn't it?
Yeah, but Arsenal have just gone in the month without conceding a goal, right? They've conceded 7 shots on target in a month. Now that has to end, obviously. This can't continue forever. So at some point, someone is going to score a goal against them. But is it Burnley? You'd have to weigh on the side of it not being Burnley. You'd have to believe that Arsenal can get through this one with another clean sheet. It's an unbelievable record that they've built up. But at the moment, I'm tilting towards trusting the Newcastle attack and then going towards an Arsenal defence so that I would have... I mean, I've picked the 2 Arsenal goalkeepers here just in case, obviously, but Raya will be in goal. And then probably a 3-4-3 from that. Obviously, I've put in a random midfielder just to keep the price down in from Liverpool. But yeah,
mate, double Man United attack is what jumps out at me straight away. I'm like, because I want to buy for my actual team. I've come around to this, and everyone watching is going to be Gianni hates United. I get every comment going. I do. Doesn't mean I'm never going to pick them in FPL. The XG numbers do not lie. They are a good attack at the moment and are massively benefiting from not being in the cup competitions. I just don't know which Man United midfielder I want to buy. And I don't think the entry point this week is great because I fancy Sean Dyche at the City Ground. We've seen him at the City Ground. Is it only once so far? And they beat Porto. Good result. Yeah. I just think that's a fairly tight game, maybe. I don't know. I mean, Mbeumo and Ahmad are surely great buys, but I'm like, if they're at home to Forest, I'd be going double United. I'd be buying Mbeumo for my actual team because it's away. I just don't like it as much.
I don't know. I mean, I watched the Bournemouth-Nottingham Forest game and Forest were completely penned in. It was a masterclass, particularly in the first half from Bournemouth. Yeah. And I think Amorim, having had time to watch that himself and then work with the players for a full week, I think he should have Deitch's number. I think he should have Deitch's number. Like, Deitch can't do that much work with Nottingham Forest in the course of a week. Like, look, don't get me wrong, I'm expecting Man United together and win 4-0 or something.
Yeah.
But, it's... Sorry, Eddie's just said, Dean, you've got 4 Arsenal players. That is a very good point, Eddie. I'll take Arrizabalaga out, and that one doesn't need to be there. That was just when I was missing. That was just when I was deciding which goalkeeper. That could just be another cheap goalkeeper, but good point. But yeah, so I just think Man United go and win again. And for me, Ahmad is somebody that nobody's got, and I think is underrated and underestimated in terms of potentially unlocking the door. And then Mbeumo's just a choice out of him, Cunha and Bruno, obviously.
The right call.
Litmus FPL says, what's Ahmed's minutes like these days? I mean, I haven't got the stats up right now, but
really
Ahmed is a strong part of the foundation now. He starts the games and he's not going to be coming out. He's too important. I can't see that United would go into this game and suddenly play Dalot on the right and Dorgu on the left for this one. I can't.
Yeah, the big change has been Dalot's playing on the left now, and that's better for Ahmad because it means he's 1 nailed, but 2, when Dalot plays on the left, he's not as advanced as Dorgu, so the pressure is on Ahmad to really get forward, and it can become a little bit lopsided. But that's great, mate. When Mbeumo goes to AFCON, does Ahmad take his role in the front 3 on the right hand side? Do you think?
Possibly.
Ahmad could be one really exciting pick when Mbeumo's at AFCON.
Yeah. I mean, United might be signing another player that can go in at wing back as well.
Ahmad's also at AFCON.
Yeah, Ahmad will be going at AFCON. That's good. Actually, in fact, I was meant to put this on screen, but I haven't done it in time. I did a quick look last night at players that will be missing for AFCON and like what the minutes are. Sunderland will be hardest hit. But Man United will be like fifth most missed. And Mbeumo, Ahmad and Mazraoui in terms of minutes that their players have played so far this season.
Yeah, not just squad men, like who cares?
Yeah, but Sunderland are like far and away the most hit team by AFCON. Like they've got 7 players that like, if you add up the minutes so far, Sunderland's 7 missing players add up to 2,800 minutes of action that they've accumulated. With the next one would come in as Wolves, it'd be 1,700 minutes. So there's a massive contrast between what Sunderland will be missing AFCON and what everybody else will be missing. Most people are missing 2 or 3. Sunderland missing 7. But United will be able to get around this. Like that's the whole point of their squad build. It's one of the reasons why Xerxes won't be allowed to go, why Mainu won't be allowed to go, because they want them being part of the squad, part of the picture. So I think that that's important. Anyway, to go back to my team, it's bold.
Who are you unsure on? Who are you unsure? Like, it's Semenyo. Are you unsure? Because Semenyo, this is a week you can take Semenyo out, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think it is. I think Bournemouth have got every chance of beating Man City.
I can't bench him in my team. I've got a benching dilemma. It's like Semenyo or Reinders. It's like I'm benching Reinders. Like you can't bench Semenyo, but I think on free hit I'd get rid. Go Minter versus Leeds.
So the difference would be my goalkeeper will be Petrovic instead of Raya if I stick with my current team. I'd have pretty much the same options at the back, except this free hit team would allow me to have Gabriel in there instead of Van der Ven. So I get Gabriel in, right? So he could start. In midfield, I lose from the team I would start, Saka, Rice, and Gakpo. I would bring in Mbeumo, Gordon, Ahmad.
Yeah, that's a big upgrade.
And the front 3 is the same. So
it's a big mainly upgrade because you get double Arsenal defence.
So I get double Arsenal defence, and in midfield, it's Ahmad, Gordon, and Mbeumo start ahead of Saka, Rice, and Gakpo.
If these 2 things happen, your free hit is completely mudded. Man United only score 1 or 2 goals, and that's very, very like I could see that happening. Yeah. And Arsenal go and score three goals plus. If Arsenal go score 3-4 goals plus or 3 goals plus, your men are getting the points, Saka and Rice, and you're going to be and this is a week, and you can say it with any free hit. This is a week because of that, those 2 things happening. Your free hit your actual team could outscore your free hit, which makes it very risky for me.
It's very risky, mate. And I totally get that. And trust me, it's one of the reasons I haven't fully committed to this yet. But I'm just scared of not having the Arsenal defence.
Can you not get an Arsenal defender? How many free transfers do you have?
One.
Yeah, so you'd have to sell. I mean, it's about time we all sell Gyokeres anyway, isn't it? Should we talk about Gyokeres?
But he's playing Burnley away, isn't he?
I am giving him this. This is his last chance for me. I don't care that he's got Sunderland the week after. I will sell him before Sunderland if he doesn't turn up versus Burnley.
Yeah.
But I am giving him Burnley for the same reason you are, I guess. But we've been here before. We keep giving him another fixture with a good game, you know.
The problem is I don't think he's doing badly. And
no, he's not. But he's not getting the points.
You know,
he's doing
I'm very close at this point to getting a Gyokeres shirt. Like I've become a fanboy. Semenyo to Mince isn't a bad shout, George, on my free hit team. Ahmad to Cunha. Don't think I can do that because of the money. Maybe
Ahmad to someone not United. I think double United attack is. I know, like me,
silly.
I know, like me, you know, when you're 7 years old and your parents buy you a football shirt, they just get you a United one, and you then change your mind. That was me as a kid, right? I hate to admit it, but that was me as a kid. I soon ripped it up and chucked it in the bin, but with regret, because my dad didn't have an English team. I got bought a Man United shirt.
I want to see a picture. There's got to be pictures of you as a kid in Man United shirts.
I've got one. My mates have got hold of it. It's in my WhatsApp group with my best mates, and it often gets shown when I'm slagging off United. But I have got it. It's the Sharp View Cam 95 black.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lovely kit.
Really nice kit.
I had that kit. I had what did I have on the back of it? I think I had God 7.
Cantona.
Everyone at the time used to just get God 7 on their Man United kits, because that's what it felt like at the time. Yeah, I mean, you won't find a picture of me in a Chelsea kit. I can give you a clue. My dad did once get given a load of Chelsea stuff from his mate that worked at the training ground, and was like, "Oh, I got you a load of Chelsea stuff, loads of, like shorts." And
I want it.
I was like, "Dad, what you do? I don't want it."
Yeah.
He goes, "Don't be stupid. It's all brand new free Chelsea stuff from the first team dressing room." Like, I don't care. That is absolutely no chance. I put it, and then he knows I don't like Chelsea. Like, I literally can't be seen in that. Yeah. I was like, "Dad, I don't know. Find someone else to give it to, or give it to a charity shop. Like, I'm not your man on this one. Thanks for thinking of me, but you're barking up the wrong tree." Give us a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the show today. We are only doing a quick, sharp one ahead of the weekend. We'll talk a bit more in a minute about our deadline streams. But we just wanted to chat on today about what's going on here. George says free hitting out Gyokeres before Burnley feels risky, especially as you get him straight back next week. Yeah, it just feels a bit silly. So, mate, yeah, I don't know if this has helped me or not decide whether I'm going to be doing a free hit. Like, what is your gut instinct as to which team you think would do? This one that you see on screen, or the one without Arsenal double defence, which would mean I've got Van der Ven as an option, which would mean that I've got Saka, Rice, and Gakpo starting. Where would you go? Obviously, I could still make one free transfer, so I could bring in one.
I think there's very little in it. I think this is slightly better, but I don't think it's enough better to justify a free hit. I also think if you take a 4-point hit and sell an Arsenal attacker, let's say Rice or Gyokeres, and buy an Arsenal defender, I then think with a 4-point hit, your actual team matches this.
Okay.
And that's why I'm thinking. And long term, you want Arsenal defenders long term anyway. So it's like, yes, you can bring them in this week and they'll get you cleans. But what about next week and the week after and the week after? We're going to be here in 3 weeks saying we all need to buy Arsenal defenders, get 2 of them. And by taking that 4-point hit, it'll pay off straight away.
Yeah.
We do need a poll, says Maliki. We'll poll it tomorrow because our producer's not in tonight and he does all the polls. And we can't do it. We don't have the button, we don't have the power. But when we do our Friday night stream, guys, we will do a poll and Dean will make the decision, no doubt, around that time as well.
Yeah.
Let's know what you think, though, guys, in the chat.
Mark kind of agrees with you, says the fixtures don't really reflect that it's going to be worthwhile. Rory says you really don't need to. I know I don't need to, Rory. I can't let this season's work go to waste. Like, to be around 300k right now, to be 7th in the Content Creators Community League or whatever it is called, like, I'm doing a Sunderland here. I'm doing a Sunderland, and I'm punching above my weight. G's supposed to be the person up here, not me. And last season, I had a good start, and it petered away, bounced back. I did okay. I did fine in the end last season. It was a decent season. But I just want to take some risks. And this is the one that I'm weighing up that I just thought might be worth it.
But don't do it just because now, because I know what you're like, and I'm the same. The more people that are telling you now that it's perhaps not the right call is making you want to do it again. But do not let that influence you.
No, you're right. That does happen.
Yeah, of course it does. And you're going, well, I think United do score a few, and I think Gordon and Waltermada combined to get a goal or two against West Ham, and before you know it, these are 4 differential players or 3 differential players, and I'm laughing. Mark says, if you go free hit this week, what do you do next week to maintain your start? And that's a good point.
Bench boost.
You've got nothing to play, and that's the thing. Your team defaults to triple Arsenal attack when you want double Arsenal defense, and by making moves this week, even with a hit, I think it's worth it. I think Calafiori is one of those risks. Ryra's template, says Nikolai. Yeah, maybe. Dean and Gianni, would you do -4 Tarkowski out to the lit? Yeah, we'll answer that on the deadline stream, but I think I would be selling Tarkowski. I don't know if I'd be going to lit though.
Yeah, mate, do you want to explain what our plan is from here on out?
Oh, look at that little graphic we've got.
Blimey.
Fancy. Yeah. Guys, by the way, only 25 people have liked this. I know we've got quite low.
Well, it hasn't been very good, is it? No, I'm joking.
We would love you to hit the like button, and do, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate you doing that. It takes 2 seconds. If you're watching on catch up, drop a comment and we will get back to you. Ryan says, is this an emergency stream? A break in my meeting, so I'm in for the next bit. Yeah, Ryan, it was.
It was a bit of an emergency stream, actually. It's been we've been trying to cure my panic alert, really, haven't we? I've had a bit of a panic up. I don't want to lose my rank, and I'm wondering if I should free hit Ryan. Everyone's telling me don't do it, to be honest.
But that's why you can be aggressive and go, I do need to maintain my rank. I'm going to take a 4-point hit, because 4-point hits aren't fashionable. The optimal play this season is do not do a 4 ever, because we got 5 free transfers.
I haven't taken one yet. Yeah,
we've got all these chips, and actually it's frowned upon now to take 4-point hits. But you could just go, do you know what? I don't care. Like, it's getting me ahead of the game with the right Arsenal players. That would be my strategy and my aggressive play rather than activate a chip, I think. But look, if you want to know what Dean's doing, you will find out tomorrow night. This time tomorrow night, 7:30 UK time. Again, we will be back and we'll be here to answer your questions. We'll be here to show our team. So we're going to do team reveals. We're going to talk Dean's free hit. I'm going to show you what I've done. I've got 3 free transfers. I've already made a move this week, Dean. Already done one of them. Early transfer in. So we'll be talking about that in tomorrow's stream. So yeah, guys, do come back this time tomorrow. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell. You'll know when we're live. But yeah, that's all I think from me, Dean.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You've got baby duties to get back to. CH wants a quick update on how everything's going. Are you good, mate? Is everything you've made the stream, so you're doing well in that sense?
Do you know, I was putting my 3-year-old to bed, and she usually falls asleep around 7 p.m, which is why we're doing a 7:30 stream tonight. And I don't usually do bedtime, but since the newborn's been born, I've been doing bedtime. I'm lying in the dark with her, and I genuinely just started twitching and fell asleep. I was like, I need to get out of here. So I had about a 5-minute power nap, jumped on with you guys. But no, the newborn's doing really well, thanks, CH. I'm the one struggling the most, I think, with lack of sleep. But
oh, mate, you're about to go into. I fell into this trap like fully, and I just started going because we did exactly the same. My wife would always, most of the time anyway, the baby only wanted her, so I was no good. So I'd put the 3-year-old at the time to bed, and for the next 2 years would have a nap between 7 and 8:30 p.m. and it was crazy. So you're going to fall into that same trap.
We've got a similar age gap between our kids, haven't we? So yeah, we both know that drill very well. I'm just playing catch up, but it's it's a good time. It's a good time. Can't complain, but it's taxing when you're. Well, I would say lack of sleep for me would be my worst form of torture,
mate. There is no doubt. Like, I mean, I can't say no doubt. I haven't experienced most other forms of torture. I haven't been like dragged over hot coals, so I don't know.
It's up there, though, isn't it? It is horrible,
but it is horrible. And I can remember actually like hallucinating at one point, It got so bad, I literally could see like someone on the bedroom floor. And I was like, and I remember shaking my head and being like, oh my God, like when did I last like have more than 1 hour of uninterrupted sleep? Like honestly, it's the reason I couldn't go to have a third kid. I just can't handle it again. I can't go back to that. I can't. But yeah, anyway, mate, only another couple of years to go and you'll be out of it.
When Cam was having a C-section, it's probably a bit too personal to be talking about this on the stream, but whatever. When Cam was having a C-section, before she went in, they went, just checking that you're not in for any other surgery today. And she was like, look, what? And she was like, well, sometimes we, tie your tubes when you're down there. And I was like, should we discuss this?
Should we just do that? Just do that while you're there. Just do that while you're there.
Extra, buy one, get one free.
Take care of it.
So yeah. But yeah, mate, lovely to chat as always. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow night.
Good stuff. Andrew, yeah, I feel sorry. I feel your sympathy for you, man. Keep going, mate. I just see your message cropping up. Yeah, fair play to you. That is extremely tough going. All of you who have kids, don't have kids, whatever. Thanks for turning up for this stream. Come back to the one tomorrow, and we will give you our final decisions heading into the deadline as to where we sit. And we'll also help you guys out properly as well with a longer stream as per usual. G, go and get some sleep. Go and help your wife. And we'll catch you all tomorrow. Cheers, everyone.